All right, so Dangote don't shock Unabi. A lot of you actually thought that it was the one that will come and rescue us. His refinery, we turned fuel price to 300 naira.
Before this government came, we're paying about 300 billion for subsidy cushion, right? Now we are paying almost about 1 trillion naira. Why? These are questions that need answer.
Make una see o. Now this price Dangote and NNPC agreed. Dangote will be selling at this price to NNPC. Yesterday, Dangote cost sell for them for 897. The cost of wetin happen. Dangote say this one we dey supply to you so. This first shipment, we got the crude oil from outside the country.
I think that some critical stakeholders have done a deal somewhere and that they want to start subsidizing Dangote.
The whole of the Southeast does not even have a pipe running through it. The 121-kilometer pipe proposed for the Southeast, NNPC has not brought it to FID.
Because it doesn't make any sense that you sell crude oil to him in Naira. You should sell at 500 Naira.
If you are a Nigerian, please settle down and watch this particular video to the very end. Don't worry, I will try as much as possible to squeeze it in a very tight corner so that it will not be long to save your data. Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular video on how VDM narrated and make breaks down and what it thought is making Dangote fuel more expensive than that of the NNPC. We'll be right back to do some messages to it.
All right, so Dangote don't shock Unabi. Now, let me explain something. So, currently, Dangote fuel will be sold at 1,019 naira in Borno, 999 naira in Kaduna, 992 naira in Abuja, 980 in Rivers, 960 in Oyo, 950 in Lagos. NNPC reviews. Now, initially, you people thought he was the Messiah. Now, if you remember, I posted a video recently. I said, I have documents, but I can't post those documents, right? Because I know what I saw in what I saw. Do you understand? It is not in my place. But let me tell you the first problem that the Messiah had with NNPC. You know why I'm calling him the Messiah? Because a lot of you actually thought that it was the one that will come and rescue us. His refinery, we turned fuel price to 300 naira. Do you understand? I was in that position too. Until I saw what I saw, I was like, wait a minute. This man ain't the Messiah at the end of the day. This man is trying to actually make more money for himself because he is not the Messiah. Now, based on what I saw, when Messiah was building refinery, they allegedly gave Messiah crude. Messiah requested that, okay, you people will give me crude, free crude. Let me test my refinery. Since I'm doing it, I need crude to test the refinery to be sure of the kind of product I will be giving Nigerians. The president then signed that, okay, Ace, you people should give him crude oil in order to test his refinery, since this is the benefit for all of us in Nigeria, right? When they gave the Messiah crude, do you know what Messiah allegedly used the crude to do? Messiah allegedly exported those crude outside and made more money for himself. That's what the Messiah did. He exported everything. He made more money there. A lot. NNPC found out that, wait, the crude where will they give you? You are supposed to use it here in Nigeria. Why are you exporting it outside and refining it and making more money? Bring it back and make more money. Why? It became a problem. Messiah came out and started dropping one or two secrets. Nigerians start to dey jump. They say, Nigerians. But you know, people like me that have seen something, and you know this country now, we don't learn from the likes of Pidon. You understand? You see this country now, when you don't drop all the things that you need to drop for all these mumu Nigerians, whether they could come stand for your back, they will start to curse you. Yeah, that very dark man, you do too much and all that. You understand? So, very dark man has seen what very dark man has seen. I come on, I say, wait here, I don't see for this matter. Fuel price will go down, but people don't understand. Do you understand? Do you understand? So, at the end of the day, Messiah is actually the king of monopolizing. Just the way they got rid of, allegedly, got rid of Ibeto cement based on Messiah Paro. Just the way they were trying to get rid of Bua based on Messiah Paro. Do you understand? A lot of things in this country now, only Messiah wants to have it. That is a problem. Do you understand? Now, the full oil, they don't carry and give Messiah now. That being said, you know, we say NNPC better or NNPC no better. Do you understand? But they would have made the other refineries work. The other two refineries, apart from Kaduna Refinery, they would have made them work. Because Kaduna Refinery is for trade by barter. You understand? That one is not to refine our type of fuel. It's for trade by barter. The other refineries is to refine our fuel. So why didn't they make it work? Sit down and think. Do you understand? And again, this fuel where you see so, no, we say you don't feel go down. If you know the cabals where food the matter, I said Tinubu himself cannot do anything. If Tinubu decide to bring the fuel price today, they will fight him. They will rather burn the country down. Yes, now. They will rather burn the country down. Do you know what it means? Say the people where they make 100 billion every week. They'll come stop to they make 100 billion. They'll come they give them 100 million naira. Come on, man. They won't take it. So the advice I have to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, since they will fight you. Since they will fight you, create electricity for Nigerians. Frustrate the demand of fuel. Frustrate the demand of fuel, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Create lights. Put lights in every rural area so that they will stop buying fuel in generators. People are now bringing in electric cars. It will encourage electric car usage in Nigeria. Create power. Live there with this fuel thing. It is deep. The fuel thing is very deep. Nigerians, you people don't know. But it is very deep. I can't say anything. I can't say more than this. Yeah? But yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yeah, you can't do anything. You can't. You are the president, but they go finish you. They go finish your regime. They go scatter this country that make you touch this fuel price when they go up like this. Eh? You won't go affect dollar. Who are you? Yes, now, president, who are you? President, who are you? Create power and frustrate the usage and demand of fuel. Give Nigeria 24 hours power. Give Nigeria 24 hours electricity. That time, even if the fuel price is 2,000 naira per liter, but the demand would have reduced drastically. Then before somebody buy fuel, the person go down and say, okay, wait I even need this fuel for. Where am I even going to? A lot of electric cars will enter this country. Electric bikes, electric keke. Then what do we need fuel for? Then we will only be exporting those fuels. We will not be using it in Nigeria. We will just be exporting crude and be making money. Create electricity, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Create 24 hours power in the whole of Nigeria and watch how your government will be. Thank you very much. Don't play.
When VDM made this particular video and he explained and gave the things and the document he saw, and the things that he said he have in his hand that he can't say, definitely he knows he can't say it. And we all know that the crude cartel are more stronger than that of the marijuana or heroin cartels in Africa. The cartel in petroleum are more greater. If you talk, you buy, not be safe, not only in Nigeria, but other foreign aid. All hands are on desk to control Nigeria petrol. That's why there will never be a fair price to Nigeria petrol. Now, one thing the VDM said in this particular video that I fully agreed on, let Nigeria also central their focus away from this crude of stuff. They should have a constant electricity and also that thing that will be generating source of income to Nigeria. As long our main source of income is crude, there's no how Nigeria will ever move forward because we are sit and tight in a corner that we can't even shake and move anymore. Anyway, when I thought VDM, like what I was kind of having that. Are you sure VDM what he's saying is true or lie? I also want you guys to watch what this guy said and how he made breakdown and why Nigeria crude will never, the price will never go down. What NNPC and Dangote, the games they are playing. We'll be right back.
Make una see o, na this price Dangote and NNPC agreed. Dangote will be selling at this price to NNPC. Yesterday, Dangote cost sell for them for 897. The cost say wetin happen. Dangote say this one wey we dey supply to you so, this first shipment, we got the crude oil from outside the country. We import am, no be NNPC supply us. When we buy the crude oil, we use dollar buy am. So now that we are selling to you, we look at the dollar equivalence. As we call check am, we call convert am to naira. Now we dey sell to you so. Make una wait when we dey refine the one wey NNPC supply to us, then we cannot sell to you at this price. For now, the one wey we import never finish. When we call the refine the one wey NNPC supply to us, we cannot sell at this price to NNPC. It means for you where we dey expect cheaper fuel price, if NNPC buy from Dangote at this price, it means say you can't get fuel less than 900 naira for now. That is the meaning for now. We don't know tomorrow. The way they expect the fuel make it cheap, the fuel no go cheap. The way we are the same, so it no go ever cheap. The reason being because government need money. Okay? So if you are expecting them to supply Dangote the crude oil at a very cheap price, I'm not seeing that one coming. Because now this crude oil where they supply to Dangote, now there they won't get money to take run government. Also, they don't borrow plenty money, a lot of debts. Okay? Where Buhari don't pile up. Dash money to Afghanistan, do road to Niger Republic. Minister looted, Emifele, humanitarian minister, all of them. All the money where they borrow share, they service am, the interest. You understand? So they need money. So for this one, where they expect to cheap, it no go cheap because Nigerian government no get any other source of income. Now only crude they give them money. Okay? I know say Mr. President na accountant. Okay? As an accountant, wetin dey sabi do? 3 things. 1, na bookkeeping. Okay? When they arrive, nothing to keep. Another thing, na management. When they arrive, nothing to manage. What they call remote taxation. Now this thing they study for school. So the next thing now you go see na tax. This is the only source of income. Don't expect cheap fuel price. For me, the thing will continue to increase. Even IMF tell them say, make una know they sell am cheap. Una need money to build school, to build hospital, to do this, to do that. Bigay say tax una know they pay well. Nigeria need to pay. So make una buckle una bet o. The journey long.
The analysis to me makes sense. Because we all know that they wanted to frustrate Dangote in the beginning, but Dangote being who he is well connected, he has money, and he also wanted to frustrate Tinubu government. And Tinubu, on the other hand, have to quickly succumb to him, but give him crude in Naira. But now things are turning around. Dangote on the other end is saying that, oh, our fuel is affordable, but it is not me. It is NNPC that is fixing price. I cannot fix my price. It is NNPC that have the regulatory body to fix the fuel price. The other ones are saying, no, Dangote have every right to reduce the fuel price to Nigeria because he purchases it in Naira while dollar rating your fuel price. The other guy said, no, the crude that we are currently buying from Dangote was imported. So me, I don't really know who to believe right now. But everybody's just trying and giving their 2 cents. I also want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
I will first of all pick on what Olabode Sowunmi said about gas transition. Today, Nigeria has a daily output of 4.5 billion standard cubic feet of gas. Yep. NLNG, under the export pricing framework, uses 2.5 billion standard cubic feet of gas. NLNG needs 3.5 billion standard cubic feet of gas. That's why it's at 65% capacity utilization. Under the Domestic Gas Delivery Obligation Sections 108 of the PIA, Nigeria is not even able to supply the domestic market because of pricing issue. Regulated price part versus willing producers price part. On the issue of CNG, and this is why I've said that the presidential CNG initiative is a failure from the beginning. Without high-pressure transmission pipes around Nigeria, AKK is stalled. AKK, you can see that is still around 70% success rate, project completion schedule. The whole of the Southeast does not even have a pipe running through it. The 121-kilometer pipe proposed for the Southeast, NNPC has not brought it to FID. If you rely on a strategy that transports compressed dry gas as CNG in skids from one part of the country to the other through diesel trucks, it defeats the purpose of CNG because there's a cap of 500 kilometers for trucking CNG. So the moment for Dangote Refinery is here, is today. Nigeria's decade for backward integration through import substitution for refining crude oil into PMS, Jet A1, diesel, bitumen binders, refinery gases, base oil for lubricants, petroleum coke is today. Now let's go to the facts of the matter. Yesterday, the government said that they took 16.8 million liters. But the reality is that yesterday, only about 110 to 120 trucks came to the Dangote Refinery at that gantry that is shown now on the screen to take products from the gantry. The government, let's go back to history, Dr. Abati. In 2002, Nigeria was consuming 21 million liters of PMS daily. In 2003, it went up to 25 million liters of PMS daily. In 2008, it went up to 28 million liters of PMS daily. In 2009, it went up to 29.1 million liters of PMS daily. Dr. Abati, I calculated, compound average growth rate between 2002 and 2009 was 11%. Between 2009 and 2024, that number has gone from 29.1 million liters to 70 million liters per day. 234% increase. Can the government provide empirical evidence in the number of cars, in the population growth rate, the number of motorcycles, the number of tricycles to justify that jump? Is that the reason why the government is not able to provide subsidy for the markets? The statement that they are accredited to the NNPC is simply trying to blame Dangote for the increase in PMS. But you can't blame Dangote because if you calculate the fact that NNPC was landing dirty fuels, by the way, dirty fuels that were blended and transshipped in Malta and Lome at 70 cents per liter, yeah, at 1,165 naira to 1,170 naira per liter, yeah, and Dangote is selling a liter of PMS at 55 cents per liter. If Dangote was to export a liter of PMS based on international pricing for gasoline, in Ghana he'll be selling at $1.20. In Singapore, he'll be selling at $2.50. In Canada, he'll be selling at $1.50. He's bending over backwards because even the PMS NNPC is taking today, they don't have the cash to pay. They had to structure a letter of credit through a multilateral development bank I won't mention. Because they are owing $6.8 billion to international traders that they don't have the crude oil or the cash to pay. So Dangote has come at the nick of time to save Nigeria. But you have a situation where NNPC is blaming him. It's a regulated market. Dangote is not responsible for setting the price of PMS. Right. If the government wants to deregulate the market, FEC should send a memo to the Minister of Petroleum and instruct NNPC to obey Sections 205 and Sections 206 of the PIA to deregulate the market. It's a regulated market.
Okay.
The crude oil that Dangote is using in September of 2024, 5.3 million barrels of crude oil was sold by NNPC in US dollars, not in Naira. The remaining 9.7 million barrels was imported from America and Brazil in US dollars. And Dr. Abati, the demand for dollar to import crude oil feedstock by a commercial refiner and the demand to import dirty refined petroleum products into Nigeria takes 40% of that demand pressure in the FX markets on a daily basis. Okay? Right. So if, for example, you're selling crude oil to him in US dollar, let's say, for example, Dr. Abati, you're Dangote, I am NNPC. I want to buy 1 million barrels of crude oil from you at 1,580 naira to a US dollar.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel.
You expect me to buy at a particular rate and sell to you in Naira?
All right.
Without forward contracts to hedge the price. So if, for example, between the period you buy the crude oil from me, you refine, you sell the PMS, dollar moves from 1,580 to 1,650. Who covers the difference? Because of the liquidity in the foreign exchange market today, no financial institution will provide counterparty cover for you to cover foreign exchange risk.
All right. Okay, Mr.
So
Manuel,
the reality of the
Mr.
matter
Manuel,
is that NNPC cannot
here.
shift the blame for pricing of PMS to Dangote when it's in fact in the position of the government to set the price of PMS. That will be my opening statement.
Now, as a Nigerian, after watching this particular video, what is your hand? What is your take? And what do you guys think about Dangote Refinery? Do you really think is the Messiah we have been waiting for who will come and rescue us? Remember that everything Dangote has been producing in Nigeria is unaffordable to Nigeria, while the things are very cheap outside Nigeria. Maybe, I don't really know, it felt like Nigeria have rich, or it thought like the government are overtaxing him, of which somebody also linked out it's a secret that Dangote don't even pay tax. But we don't really know the power that are given to this particular man and how he got well connected, that they even have the government and the president at hand. We don't really know. So if we are saying that Dangote fuel recently is the fuel we have been waiting for, after Dangote started refining, everybody were clapping when it's newly started this project. Oh, by that time, fuel be affordable. Now, fuel, Dangote fuel is even more expensive. Ever since Dangote had monopoly, like he's the only one that were making use of border during Buhari regime, import and exports, everything become unaffordable. Dangote rice, Dangote cement, Dangote, everything about Dangote becomes unaffordable because he is the sole proprietor and the only person, individual, that is selling all these things that cannot be imported outside country. Tinubu came and give license to some people like Boaz Smith, another person. Dangote have been fighting too to make sure he frustrated these people not to sell. Only him want to sell. The only thing that I'm asking is that you see him, he felt like, oh, I'm a very good man, generous man. He went ahead to go and donated, I think 1.5 billion the other time to these states that were to these states that were newly flooded. But to you, if you heard that kind of thing, Dangote is generous. No, this man is making Nigeria. He's holding, he's not holding Nigeria t-shirt, he's holding them on neck. Things you are producing in your country is unaffordable to the people which you are taking these resources from. Remember, the crude belongs to Nigeria. Remember, the rock belongs to Nigeria that is using to produce meat. Everything that is using, they're all in Nigeria. Everything that I'm saying Dangote is producing are made in Nigeria. But why is it dollar rating his product? Is what I don't know.
I think that some critical stakeholders have done a deal somewhere and that they want to start subsidizing Dangote. That is the only thing. Because it doesn't make any sense that you sell crude oil to him in Naira. You should sell at 500 Naira. Because you're already selling the crude oil to him in Naira. The crude oil business, universally, is a business that is traded in dollars. You cannot tell. Let's assume that you're an IOC. You are the one doing the crude at the oil well. And when you do the crude, you can sell the crude at the international market in dollars. The government is now forcing you to sell the crude to Dangote in Naira. Why will you do that? Unless even say government forces you to sell to Dangote in Naira, should fuel not be cheaper in Nigeria than the fuel that they bring into the country? Because now Dangote's fuel that is refining here is more expensive than the fuel that they are bringing into the country.
Whose fault is that?
It's NNPC. It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the one that wants to start subsidizing Dangote.
Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the MD of NNPC?
He's the Minister of Petrol. We must stop shifting the buck. The buck stops at his table. He must take responsibility for the failure in the oil sector. Every single inadequacy and incompetence in the oil sector, he's to blame.
Anyway, I'm going to be resting here. What are your thoughts? I want you guys to comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you really think that what Dangote is doing is right or wrong? And on the other hand, don't you think Nigeria, even if we start kicking off our crude, let's say because of they said we have a lot of refinery, let's say our refinery start working, do you really think that there will be changes as long that this Tinubu government are so much confused ever since APC took over power? They are so much confused, they don't even know what to do in office. They are just there, you know. I've never seen a confused government like this of the APC since 2015. Things in Nigeria are becoming so more expensive and skyrocketing. People are complaining about electricity. People are complaining about electricity tariff. Anything, everything is unaffordable in Nigeria. And Tinubu It's just saying you should go through this baby step of pain and hardship. In the meantime, maybe there will be light at the end of the tunnel. It didn't say there is, or it didn't say they must. It didn't say they will. It said maybe there might be light at the end of the tunnel, which means he not even know. He's just there as a president to enrich his family. All right. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. We love you. Thanks you guys for your great work. Peace out.
Before this government came, we're paying about 300 billion for subsidy cushion, right? Now we are paying almost about 1 trillion naira. Why? These are questions that need answer. They tell you, oh, it's because they floated the naira. Okay, now they import fuel. Even if they are importing fuel from no matter where, even if it's Brazil or anywhere, they are bringing fuel. Landing cost of petrol is 1,117 naira. Crude oil that we give Dangote in our backyard. Dangote says he wants to be selling fuel at 1.3. Come on. And you said I should be hailing Dangote? The fuel they go and refine from Brazil and bring here, landing cost is 117. Dangote wants to be selling his fuel at 1,003 and you said nothing is amiss. Definitely something amiss, and this is what these are the questions that Nigerians should be asking.